By the end of this step-by-step tutorial video, you will learn how to create YouTube thumbnails in Photoroom in just a couple of minutes. Let's not delay. Once you open the app, scroll down to the From Scratch section. Click Custom Dimensions and enter 1920 in the width line and 1080 in the height line, since 1080p is the standard resolution for YouTube thumbnails. By clicking Create, you will be taken to the desktop, where we will create our future thumbnail. First of all, click Backgrounds in order to replace the boring white background with something brighter and more attractive. I recommend using gradients, with colors like red, yellow, and green. Of course, you can use a background of a different color, but thumbnails that use these colors better attract the attention of viewers. If you are using something other than a gradient as a background, try to use a background without a lot of small details, otherwise they will distract the viewer and he will not know what to focus on. I downloaded what I thought was a pretty gradient from the internet since Photoroom does not have a built-in gallery of gradients. Click Image and select from your gallery the picture that you want to put on the background. The next step is to add text. Click the corresponding item in the menu below. The application initially offers various types of font styles, however, in my opinion, the presented fonts are not suitable for thumbnails, so enter the text that you want and click Done in the upper right corner. It is best to write text in block letters, as they are better suited for headings. Since the current text does not meet our requirements, we press the font button and look for an option that suits us. You can add the font you like to your favorites so you don't have to look for it again later. It is best to use thick fonts with easy-to-read letters. I use the Fugazi font with slanted letters so that I can use a simple trick that, despite its simplicity, will make your thumbnail more beautiful. All you need to do is, after selecting the text, scroll to the transform item, select rotation and set the value to 37 units. This value roughly corresponds to the slant of the letters, thereby giving the impression that the letters are straight, like regular fonts, while the text remains slanted. The explanation sounds a little ridiculous, but it actually works. Of course, there is no need to repeat this trick if you have regular text. Returning to the text settings, change the text color to white. White letters often look better than black ones on thumbnails, which is why popular bloggers use white text color. Next, in the Look section, click the line spacing button and make the distance between the lines slightly smaller, since initially it is too large. In my case, a value of 5 looks good. Then we go down to the shadow item and simply turn it on. I don't see any reason to change anything. The original setup from Photoroom already looks good. Just below is the outline item, which will give our text volume. Turn on outline, change the color to black and reduce the size to 20, since the original size looks a little excessive. When you are finished working with the text, you must decide where to place it. I recommend placing the text in the center or on the left, since smartphone users, when scrolling through the feed, use their right thumb, respectively, overlapping the right side of the thumbnail, so it will be easier for them to read the text if it is on the left side. I'll center the text at the bottom. Finally, press the Done button. The next step is to add the main object, which, according to the idea, the viewer will have to pay attention to. In my case, this object will be the Photoroom logo. In the menu below, click Insert and select a pre-prepared object. Then, by pinching the object together with 2 fingers, we adjust it to size so that it does not overlap the text and does not look too large. Decide where you will place the main object. On my thumbnail it will be centered above the text. Click Done. Now our task will be to fill the space that is left empty. I'll fill it with 2 emojis that come with the iOS system. Click Insert and add secondary objects. The resolution of the objects doesn't matter since we'll ultimately apply a blur effect, which will offset the low resolution. Adjust both objects to size by pinching the object together with 2 fingers. I will place both objects at an angle. In my opinion, they look better this way. Next, we use the previously mentioned blur effect by selecting the desired object and scrolling through the menu to the appropriate item. There are several types of effect to choose from. My favorites are box, Gaussian, and bokeh. Having chosen the type of effect you are interested in, select the intensity of the blur. Afterwards, click Done and repeat the procedure with the second object. That's it, our thumbnail is ready. At the end, I decided to highlight the words, like this, duplicating the previous text, so as not to repeat the process of adjusting it. Photoroom does not have the ability to highlight words in text separately, so I simply overlaid text of a different color on top of the original text. I chose the color by selecting part of the Photoroom logo that was on the thumbnail. At the end, we save our thumbnail to the gallery by clicking the Export button in the bottom center. Our thumbnail is ready. I do this kind of thumbnails in about 5 minutes. Once you get the hang of it, you can do them just as quickly. If my video was useful, you can thank me by clicking on the like button. See you.